Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Career Success Guide CSG. Today let's start with a story. A couple of years before, when I was practicing HR, there was this one employee that stayed in that company for like 8 years. So we were all like, oh, look at that employee, he's so happy and he's coming in, he's working, he's very efficient. Let's have a one-on-one conversation with him to understand what motivates him so that we can have a career plan for him, like succession planning. So I was ready for this discussion, and we called him to our little cabin. Then we started conversation. We were like, is there any particular thing that makes you want to come to work? What motivates you? And we were asking all these questions. And we asked him to be honest so that we can understand. Probably we can learn something from that particular conversation so that we can implement it as an HR initiative. He told us that he couldn't resign. He wanted to quit every day. Yes, he wanted to, but he didn't know how to quit. So he has heard stories of people making mistakes by, no call, no show, just stop coming to work, and they spoil their career. They wouldn't get good reference checks, and it's a big mess in the future. So he really do not know how to approach his manager, let them know that he do not want to work there anymore. So he hold everything to himself, and he never had that courage to speak to his manager or any other members in the management, let them know that this is not working for him. So it's like, okay, and now I got this opportunity, and you told us to be open and honest about how I feel about working here. And he came to us and he told us this. We were like, oh, if there is anything that we can do to make sure that you're happy here, we are ready to do. But it's your decision whether you want to stay with us or not. So if you have a choice, if you really feel that you would do better in some other organizations, probably you should try that. So this is what we advised him. So he was like, what should I do? If I decide to quit, what should I do? So here is the process of, how you should quit like a pro. So when you decide to resign, what you need to do is to speak to your direct boss, like whoever your supervisor is or manager is. You are going to have a one-on-one conversation with them. You can explain the details if you would like. You do not want to reveal anything which is personal. But if you're like, okay, I have worked here for 8 years and I find my work really monotonous, I do not really feel like continuing doing the same thing, I would rather prefer to move out of this organization and search for another job. That could be a reason. Well, there could be any other reason. Probably you got a better offer. Probably it's due to some personal issues. Probably you are relocating. Probably you find something better than this job that you have. So you can just, in a couple of words, you can try and speak to your supervisor, let them know that the time has come for you to now explore opportunities elsewhere. Let them know that you're very thankful for the learnings that you have. Even if you worked in the world's worst organization, I'm pretty sure you learned something. At least you may learn that this is not how it should be done. So you learned that. That's a big learning, right? That's something that will help you in your future. So you are going to thank them for the learnings, or if they have provided any growth and development opportunities or any favors that they've done over the course of period of time you were with them. You're going to thank them. And you're also going to make a statement to be on the safe side. You are going to let them know that, yes, I might come back at some time in future, or I really would like to work with you again sometime in future. You put that point across. Then, once everything is done, sometimes some supervisors take at least a couple of days to process this information. They probably never anticipated that you're going to quit. So sometimes you feel like they haven't accepted your resignation. Sometimes they would come and have another discussion with you so that you can stay a little longer while they find out a replacement for you. So there's a lot to process, so give it some time, probably a day or two if you have that time, you are going to give them some time so that they process information, and then you can always help them during that transition. That transition period is a little tougher for any manager, and sometimes for other team members as well. So suddenly if you stop coming for work, then your work needs to get divided among the manager and other team members. And right now they do not have anyone there so that they can delegate it. Even if they hire somebody, it's a new employee. New employees would take a couple of days or a couple of weeks to understand the system and learn. So there's a learning curve there. So it's always better that you come forward and let them know that, yeah, I'll be happy to help you with the transition. Once that transition is done, probably it's another week or 2 weeks. Usually you would have notice period of at least 2 weeks. Some organizations would have it a month. So depending on the contract that you have with your employer, you are going to look at the notice period duration, and you can offer the management the help that they require during the transition period. So all that initiative that you take is really going to help you, because it's going to put you into the rehire list. Let me tell you what a rehire list is. Every organization, when somebody quit, somebody is moving out of the organization, the human resource would make that file. They will file that into your personal file, whether you're eligible for rehire or not. So if you are going away making a mess, or if there is any severe act of misconduct, or one day you suddenly stopped coming and they tried contacting you, you never picked the call, I'm pretty sure your name will be under do not hire. If you are leaving an organization in good terms, there are high chances that they would give you an opportunity when you apply with that organization again in the future. And it's a small world, and you do not know who you are going to meet in the future. So it's very important for you to have that doors open so that something happens in the future. After a couple of years, you feel like, oh, my old company was far, far better, or you got laid off and you apply with this old company because now they are happy to hire you, because now you know the system, you know the organization, you understand the work culture. So it's easy for you to come in and, start working. So rather than hiring somebody from outside, somebody who do not know anything about this, and training them, any organization would prefer somebody that worked with them before. So that's a great idea, right? So now you know why you should have that conversation with your manager. It's also important for you to put that in writing. So once you talk to your manager, you give it a couple of days and everything is good, you can now put it in writing. You can either type a letter or put it across over an email. I would say email is the best option, so that now it's easy for you to keep in track of that email, and send it to your manager and CC your human resources department so that they can start their process. There will be a lot of formalities. Some organizations would want to get exit interview done. So there is a process for that, right? So they can get that all organized at that point. And then you should really, really try and close all the loose ends. So if there is any project which is towards the end, towards the closing period, get that done, close it before you leave. If there are any projects that is on the midway, make sure that you give it or hand it over to someone else with all the information required so that they can continue working on that project, and let your manager know where the projects are standing, or if you have any particular remarks or comments about anything, make sure that you write it down, and there is something that you can prepare as a handover document where you can mention relevant contact details, any phone numbers or email addresses, any particular information about any particular projects. You make sure that you make that handover report and give it to the manager so that they can hand it over to the concerned person when a new person joins that organization replacing you. That handover report will really help the new person to get accustomed with the projects that you were doing. So these are all things that will really help you to make sure that your transition is smooth, and the organization will be really thankful for what you're doing. So this is the way how you should quit like a pro. So I hope you understood how to quit. The next time you think about quitting is okay. Sometimes it's time for you to move on and explore more, but then you do not want to make it a very painful process and then burn the bridges that you have. At the end of the day, it's about the people, right? So you would need to have good relationship with people that you work with. I'm pretty sure whenever you're looking for a job in the future, the people that worked with you, they are the ones that can vouch for you. I've seen that over and over again, that people, when they get laid off, their ex-managers, ex-colleagues try and help them. Either they hire back or they can give you job leads, right? So they are your network to make sure that you have a great reputation. So always think long-term, think about your reputation, make sure that you live like a pro. So thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like, share and comment on this video, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any specific request, please put that in the comment box below and I will look into it. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.